Have you ever noticed how some people go all out for their birthday? Big parties, cake cutting ceremonies, endless Instagram stories, birthday month celebrations. While others, they just let it pass. No party, no posts, not even a simple dinner. Just another normal day. But here's the real question. Why? What's really going on in their mind? Is it depression, maturity, or something way deeper that even they don't realize? Stick around because what you're about to discover might completely change how you see birthdays and maybe even yourself. Let's start with the most painful truth. Some people don't celebrate their birthday because deep down, they don't feel worth celebrating. Think about it. You're younger, excited about your birthday, but nobody remembers. Friends are busy, family forgets. Maybe you even tried throwing a small party once, but hardly anyone showed up. And you know what happens next? Your brain starts learning. Psychologists call this learned helplessness. It's when disappointment becomes so normal that you just stop expecting anything good. So eventually, you stop caring. Not because birthdays don't matter to you, but because caring hurts too much. It's easier to pretend it's just another day than to hope and get disappointed again. And the saddest part? These people convince themselves they're over it, when really they're just protecting themselves from pain. Now here's a completely different story. Some people are just caught up in life. Work pressure, family responsibilities, endless to-do lists. The birthday comes and before they even realize it, the day is already over. It's not that they forgot. It's that modern life creates this thing called cognitive overload. When your brain is handling a million tasks, special days stop feeling special. Everything blurs together. For them, the birthday isn't ignored. It's just squeezed out by everything else demanding their attention. By the time they remember, it's already 11 p.m. and they think, oh well, maybe next year. But here's the thing. This isn't always innocent. Sometimes being too busy is just another defense mechanism. A way to avoid the uncomfortable feeling of whether anyone will actually remember or care. And then there's the third type. The most interesting one. These people know it's their birthday. They're not sad. They're not busy. They simply don't feel the need to celebrate it. Why? Because they've discovered something powerful. Psychology shows us that people who constantly need external validation, parties, gifts, social media attention, they're actually less stable emotionally. Their happiness depends on others. But people who've built their self-worth from within, they don't need a date on the calendar to feel special. They don't need 50 people singing happy birthday to feel loved. This connects to what psychologists call self-determination theory. Real happiness comes from inside, from knowing your own value, not waiting for others to prove it to you. These people have realized something most of us spend our whole lives chasing. I don't need others to validate my existence. I already know I matter. And honestly, that's not coldness. That's freedom. But wait, there's one more group nobody talks about. Some people don't celebrate birthdays because, well, in their culture, it's just not a thing. Not everyone grew up in families where birthdays were treated like national holidays. In many cultures around the world, individual birthdays don't hold much importance. Family events, religious celebrations, community gatherings, those matter more. So if you grew up in that environment, not celebrating your birthday isn't weird. It's normal. It's just how you were raised. And there's nothing wrong with that. Different cultures, different values. Simple as that. So here's what I want you to understand. Not celebrating your birthday doesn't mean just one thing. It's not always depression. It's not always maturity. It's not always independence. Sometimes it's pain that hasn't healed yet. Sometimes it's life getting in the way. Sometimes it's genuine self-sufficiency. And sometimes it's just how you were brought up. The question isn't which type are you? The question is, are you okay with your reason? Because if you're avoiding birthdays to protect yourself from disappointment, and that's something worth looking at, that's pain disguised as indifference. But if you genuinely don't need the celebration, if you've found peace within yourself, then that's actually beautiful. That's emotional maturity. The difference between the two is simple. One is running away from something, the other has already found what they were looking for. So whether you throw a massive party or treat your birthday like nothing special, both say something about you, about your past, your priorities, your psychology. The real question is, do you understand your why? If this made you think, hit that subscribe button. We dive deep into psychology that actually explains human behavior, the real stuff, not the surface level. Drop a comment and tell me, which type are you? I'm curious.